The day Peijing's first love returned, I burned down our wedding house and vanished with our twins. I saved him from a fire and lost my sight, but he thought I schemed to marry him and broke them up. Now I can see again, and it's time to leave. The kids begged him to come for their birthday. The food got cold. They waited with the cake. Peijing never showed. I knew where he was. I grabbed my cane and stumbled out the door. At the private room, just as I was about to enter, his friend's voice rang out. Butterfly is coming back. What about your planned wife? And then the twins. What's your plan? Divorce, Peijing answered without hesitation. Right? If his family hadn't forced him to marry me, a blind girl, Butterfly wouldn't have left in anger. So on our wedding day, Peijing protested by disappearing, leaving me to finish alone. I became the city's joke. A year of no contact. Then one reckless night led to twins. The day they were born, he wouldn't even look. Proof of his betrayal to his true love. When he agreed to their birthday, I naively thought the ice was melting. In the silence, someone spoke. She's been good to you. You have kids now. They're big. Another friend shot back. So what? She blinded herself to trap him into marriage. Peijing lost years with Butterfly, a poor blind girl. Marrying into the Pei family is already a huge blessing. Now Butterfly's back. True love wins. My heart ached. Peijing's cold voice cut in. Why talk about a blind woman? Let's drink. I often feel my life is unfair. It keeps derailing, veering off into every snowstorm. When I met Peijing, I was the cherished Lei Harris. He was a rising business star at my art exhibitions. The elite flattered me, but he quietly admired my work. His eyes met mine, and he smiled. Miss Lee, you are as beautiful as these artworks. I fell for him instantly. For 6 years, I pined. He was polite but distant, never saying no. I thought I was worthy. I dreamed of winning him over. Then my family fell, leaving only me, alive in body. Later, I ran into a fire to save the unconscious Peijing. Losing my sight, I lost my home and my ability to paint. To avoid gossip, the P family forced him to marry me. Only then did I learn he wanted his first love. He hated me. That Mid-Autumn Festival, drunk Peijing came home first, forcing me to sleep with him. My mind was full of that fresh-faced boy from years ago. When I woke up, my whole body ached, and he glared at me. Li Yue, you really stop at not to secure your places, Mrs. Li. I thought it was wrong from the start. I should have left long ago. I returned to the villa. Days the kids were still awake. They rushed to ask me, Mom, is Dad back too? Then I heard them run to the door, only to come back, holding back tears. Dad, does he seem not the boss anymore? My heart felt like it was being squeezed tight, painful and suffocating. I crouched down and had to them. Mommy wants you. Will you come with Mommy? Where are we going? Wherever Mommy goes. After putting them to bed, I couldn't hold back my sobs. Be my children. They've never known joy. Pregnancy was hard enough, let alone being blind. Peijing Ming knew my struggles, but he never came to checkups. The first time he saw the kids, he only said 2 words. Disgusting. In public, he never acknowledged them. Even when they called him Dad, he would scold them. They are his legitimate children, yet treated worse than bastards. Whenever they asked, will Dad come home? I made up lame excuses. Eventually, even the kids said, Mom only lies. Leaving is a relief for everyone. Maybe Peijing suddenly remembered his promise to the kids. Late at night, he came back. As I fumbled to pack, a cold hand grabbed me. His cold voice whispered, What are you doing? A strong smell of alcohol reminded me of that night. I stiffened, trying to sound calm. The house is too messy, just tidying up. Silence hung in the air. The cold wind from the window made me shiver. Suddenly, Peijing pulled me into his arms, his voice almost pleading. Don't go, okay? Butterfly. He was very drunk. He mistook me for Butterfly and forced himself on me. Humiliation and pain overwhelmed me. I've never felt so broken. I pushed him away with all my strength, screaming hysterically, If you love Butterfly, why did you marry me? Why trap me in this cage and ignore me? No answer. I couldn't see, but I felt his suffocating anger. Maybe he noticed the wound on my leg. His tone was harsh. You went to find me? What did you hear? I didn't care anymore. I blurted everything out. Do you think Butterfly left because you married me? She's selfish. She left for her own future. How dare you mention her? He shoved me hard. Weak and exhausted, I fell backward. Then, a sliver of light entered my vision. The darkness faded, turning into a blurry mist, growing clearer. In the haze, I thought I saw Peijing reaching for me, panicked, but he pulled his hand back. He stood there, cold as ice. You wanted me back? I am back. That's it. I think I can see. I can see clearly. It's not a dream. I am really cured. These tears are tears of joy. This made me more determined to take them away. The next day, Peijing woke up and had his secretary bring birthday gifts for Wan and Lei, but the kids just left them at the door. Wan said with disgust, It's not my birthday today. What's the use of giving it now? Before, I wanted Dad to come home to keep Mom company. Since Mom doesn't want Dad, we don't want to call him Dad either. Unloved children. Girl, cautious. And it's as though we're 2 years old. They have maturity beyond their years. Their thoughtfulness is heartbreaking. Lily asked me in a baby voice, Mommy, where are we going? Back to Mom's hometown. Lily Manor was sold, so now we can only go to Grandma's old house in the countryside, his paradise. Lately, I've been preparing to take the kids away. To fool the all-powerful Pei family, I had to time it right. When Peijing went to pick up Butterfly, I set the house on fire and took the kids back to Grandma's old house. After Grandma passed, everything stayed the same, just covered in dust. While I was in the countryside, Peijing was at the hotel with Butterfly. Butterfly used the excuse of being travel-worn to take a shower, asking Peijing to wait. Peijing knew exactly what Butterfly was hinting at, but when Butterfly came out wrapped in a towel like a lotus, Peijing found he had no interest at all. The moment Butterfly eagerly pressed against him, he instinctively recoiled and pushed it away. Sorry, something came up at the office. I have to go. He fled. Even he couldn't understand why he was like this. In bed, he hadn't been like this with Ling Yue when he heard the house burn down. Peijing was stunned for a moment. A pang of regret filled his mind, yet he still clung to hope, thinking it was just Ling Yue's scheme for attention. What trick is she pulling now? Until the belongings found at the scene were laid on the table, he rushed into the ruins, trying to dig out any sign that Li Yui was still alive. But there was nothing left except ashes. That night, Peijing had a dream. In it, their family was eating together, laughing and talking. In his sleep, Peijing smiled slightly, as if lost in that happy moment. But then, a thunderclap jolted him away. In the empty space beside him, he finally came to his senses. Peijing kept telling himself Liu was gone, and his heart would feel nothing. The kids and I lived like carefree spirits in the countryside, happier than in the big city. Soon the kids reached school age. To be with them more, I became a kindergarten teacher. Now, all the kids in the kindergarten call me Mommy. Until one day, the kids saw Dad on television again. Now, Peijing was even more successful, being interviewed as a finance mogul. Butterfly was naturally by his side. A gossipy reporter asked Peijing, "Hey, Mr. Pei, your wife has been gone for 2 years. When do you plan to marry Miss Hu?" Peijing pressed his lips together, about to speak. Butterfly quickly answered, "Soon. Stay tuned, everyone." The kids turned and saw me watching too, and immediately turned off the television. I smiled indifferently. "Let's go catch some crayfish." The kids cheered as we left. When we came back covered in mud, I almost thought I was hallucinating. Peijing, the man I barely escaped from, was standing outside the door, cigarette ash all over the ground. He'd clearly been waiting a long time. He looked me up and down, a sneer curling on his lips. "After leaving me, you've fallen this far. You really made me search. I know the consequences of deceiving Peijing. He's always ruthless." I wanted to run, but my legs felt like lead. I just stared at him, silent. "You can see. Why didn't you tell me?" As he reached for me, I quickly shut the door. Peijing called softly through it. "Happy, Joy, say hi to Dad." They still pressed against the door, refusing to acknowledge him. I didn't know what he wanted. Finally, I had no choice but to let him in. I sent the kids away, leaving just me and Peijing facing off. Peijing, with an air of superiority, said, "I want custody. I'm better suited to raise them than you. In your poverty. When's their birthday? What do they like to eat? Any allergies? Do you know?" Peijing was speechless. He realized he knew nothing. But soon, he regained his composed demeanor. "If you come back to me, I won't need to fight for custody. Otherwise, you know my methods. I doubt your Butterfly would be so generous. You are jealous. Being jealous means you still care about me." He grabbed my wrist and tried to kiss me. He tried to force me again, but I am not who I used to be. I slapped him hard across the face. "Mister, hey, please show some respect." It ended badly. I stayed clear-headed. He lowered himself just to regain control. Just his possessiveness acting up. Early the next morning, I heard banging next door. When I took the kids to school, I saw Peijing had moved his office next door. He was holding a coffee maker, sweating, and greeted the kids, "Good morning." Happy and Joy stubbornly ignored him. Peijing then smiled at me. "Since you won't come back, I'll stay." Peijing started waiting at the kindergarten every day. The kids and I never acknowledged him. Another mid-autumn festival. The kids and I sat in the yard watching the moon. The sky was clear, the moon so round and bright. Every year, I go to the countryside to spend it with Grandma. Across the fence, Peijing sat in his yard, glancing over. The moon is full, but we're not together. People are apart. The moon is not full. Looking at the same moon, everyone feels differently. Qian suddenly spoke, staring right at me. "Ah Yui, can you tell me your story?" "My story? There's really nothing to tell. Falling from a wealthy heiress to a stray dog." But then Peijing appeared like a celestial being, saving me from disaster. Seeing I had no reaction, Peijing softly called my name. "Hey, you always stay silent, making me forget your suffering too. You, I owe you my life. Let me repay you for the rest of mine, okay?" Nambar. It was time to pick up the kids. There was a commotion at the kindergarten gate. Parents were gathered. Seems like they're gossiping. When I stepped out, me, no matter what. I had to face my past shame alone. Amid the gossiping parents, I stepped forward. I told my story. I was once Peijing's wife. Back then, my family was ruined, deep in debt. I admit, marrying him wasn't dignified, but I had gone blind saving him from smoke. My eyes, he owes me a life. After marriage, I tried to be a good wife, but my husband was lost in his role as a lovesick fool. Obsessed with this troublemaker, I didn't cry, didn't fight. I just wanted to live out my days in darkness. But that night, drunk Peijing assaulted me. He forced me, and I got pregnant. I bore all his resentment. After the child was born, he never once acted as a father. His mind was always on that woman. So I had no choice but to leave with the child. Now he's back, saying he regrets it. If this woman came for any other grievance, I might have endured it. But she's directly affecting my children's growth. I won't stand for it. I'm not wrong. They are. After saying all this, the pent-up frustration finally left me. I felt completely relieved. Many parents were stay-at-home moms. What I said resonated towards them. Voices of support rose from the crowd. They're a legitimate couple. What are you doing here? Stop making a scene. I support teacher Lee. Me too. Get lost. Seeing no one backed her, and even Peijing told her to leave. Butterfly grabbed Peijin, her voice pleading, Peijin, I'll tell you the truth. Abroad, my investments failed. Deep in debt, your little money won't fill the hole. You want me dead? Ignoring me, Peijing frowned, studying him. So that's why you're back. Cutie tried to argue, but cops came and dragged him away. Crowd dispersed. Silence! Peijing reached for Liyue's hand but pulled back. Unlike before, indifferent. This time he was careful, afraid to break him. Can we start over? Peijing smiled pleadingly, his weary eyes glistening. Countless times, I asked myself one question. Does Peijing love me? Maybe now, but that answer expired. My smile was one of relief. Peijing, let me go, and yourself too. In that second, something inside Peijing crumbled. He saw Liyue shatter into pieces. He couldn't catch. He thought, so, don't push him. There's still a chance. There must be. Since you don't want to see me, I'll come another day. No need. Not another time. Not later, I said firmly, like stating an undeniable truth. Peijing knew the heart he'd shattered couldn't be mended with flesh. From the moment he admitted loving Liyue, you realized he too was full of holes. Wind howling through, blood poured out. It hurt. It hurt. Loving a cold heart was agonizing. He felt it. Leaving, he looked back so many times he hallucinated. Liyue, who hated him, suddenly opened her arms and said, let's be together. But she didn't. She just stood there, wind lifting her dress, like the first time they met. Beautiful as art. But this art, it has shattered himself beyond repair. Peijing could only watch Liyue take their children's hands, never looking back. Their divorce went smoothly. Peijing stopped pestering. The village life flowed on. Liyue and the kids lived peacefully. Years later, she met a decent man. The kids loved him, depended on him. He cherished Liyue, so she decided to marry. Married life was blissful, full of joy. Hadi owed too much money and vanished. Hearing this, Peijing felt nothing, even a little relieved. He still dreamed of Liyue. The man who rarely slept now loved it. Awake, he drank himself senseless just to see her. Liyue married. The groom wasn't rich nor handsome, just an ordinary man. And that is broke Peijing even more. He truly lost someone who once loved him deeply. At the wedding, Winlan and Lele were their flower kids. That man seemed good to them too. Peijing went to the wedding, planning to crash it. But she looked stunning in her wedding dress. Too bad even on that day. He never saw it. That man only had eyes for Liyue. Liyue smiled happily. Afraid Peijing Feng would ruin it, she toasted him with polite thanks. Was he okay with it? Not at all. He wanted to be her husband, but he wanted her happy more. Reluctant as he was, that was it. Peijing never married. No either woman ever appeared. Over the years, Peijing secretly watched Liyue, even selfishly hoping she'd be unhappy, so he could swoop in and take her. This obsession he held for decades, until his hair turned gray. Peijing saw Liyue and her husband walking their grandchild on a leaf-strewed street. He brushed the leaf all for her shoulder. Lingyue's mouth, just like that hot, cicada-filled afternoon, Peijing stood before the painting of the rice field girl, stunned by the artist's talent. Yi Yueqing called him softly, smiling warmly. His heart skipped a beat. He didn't know it then, but that was love at first sight. He just admired it. They passed by. Liyue didn't recognize him, chatting with her old man. Even meeting, they wouldn't know him. Dust on his face, frost on his temples. Peijing felt those happy scenes spin before his eyes. After a long while, he collapsed. Back home, he felt gravely ill, incurable. On his deathbed, he called Liyue. Same number. After a long ring, she answered. Peijing eagerly called out, Ayu, the teacher's looking for you. Liyue took the phone. Silence on the other end. He thought it was a bad signal. He moved a bit. Still nothing. Who is it? Don't know. Hey, old man, the soup you made for me is still simmering. Don't let it burn. Got it. So she was happy all along. He was relieved, he thought. With his last strength, he hung up. Pei-jin died alone in that villa, clutching only a will. His entire estate went to his beloved ex-wife and child.